Welcome back to the channel. Chilly day here in southern West Virginia. It's the 8th day of April and it spit some snow this morning. My deck had a little white sheen to it this morning. It's supposed to be colder tonight and then it's going to start warming up again. So good day to tinker around my old 1976 Chevrolet pickup. I am driving it. I got a license plate, I got the title work done, I got an inspection sticker, I got insurance. We're all good to go. I've been driving it. I don't know. It's been a while since I did a video. I know, I still had to put like the dash together and little odds and ends. And I've been tinkering with other stuff. I wanted to see the gas gauge. I wasn't sure about it. Because I know it didn't have very much gas, and the gauge was reading like just under half. Well, I drove it a little bit and it was hanging around down a quarter. I was like, well, that's pretty close. So I took it out, filled it up with gas, went right to full, and I drove it one day. We drove about 50 miles one day and stopped and put 4.5 gallons in it. I drove a little more. I drove it 2 or 3 times, but anyhow, I drove about 50 miles that one day, and it was reading about 3/4. I put 4.5 gallons in it, went back to full. So I think the gas gauges work. Another thing that I was super excited to get working was the speedometer. I got it going. The speedometer cable was just, this end wasn't hooked up to the head. This end was just tied in a knot down at the transmission. And here's what this end looked like. I mean, the cable part just exploded. So, I didn't know what was going on. Went on Amazon, and I'm pretty sure these cables were like 90 bucks. I'm like, man, that's, I don't know whether the head's any good. I don't know whether the mechanism on the transmission's any good. I don't know what happened to this cable to just explode that thing like that. I thought that's a pretty expensive experiment. So, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I just went in and just pulled this cable out. Like I said, it wasn't attached at either end. Well, there's part number. So I just went home, tappity-tap on my computer on Amazon, put that part number in, and it said, it had a picture of this, the new one, not this old one, but it had a picture just like this, but it described it as a shifter cable. It was only like, it was less than 20 bucks. I'm like, ooh, send it to me. If it is a speedometer cable, that's awesome. If it's a shifter cable, I'll send it back. Guess what? It was a speedometer cable. Hooked it up. Speedometer is dead on. I got an app on my phone, speedometer app on my phone. So at 40, it's dead on. At 60, it's off about 2 miles an hour. That ain't bad at all. So speedometer works, odometer works. Yeah, all the lights work. Tore into I had never pulled the drums off the back. I had to put wheel spacers on it because the front wheels or front tires were rubbing on suspension stuff. So when I was putting wheel spacers on, I had to put 1.5 inch wheel spacers. When I was putting those on, I pulled the brake drums off for the first time. I'd never had a wheel off this thing. So I pulled the brake drum, brand new. Everything in there is brand new. New shoes, new springs, new brackets. Everything's brand new, both rear wheels. And the brakes look good in the front. There was one caliper bolt that was MIA. I just go over here in a junk drawer, get another old Chevrolet caliper bolt, put it in there. We're good to go there. So what I'm going to do today is install the mount for the rear view mirror on the windshield. The old mirror, I've put it in a trash can. Sometime in the last 1.5 years, it fell off the windshield, broke the mirror, And I don't even know where the mount went, to be honest with you. Or maybe it was never in there. I don't know. But anywho, I got new glue, adhesive, mirror adhesive. My guys at Advanced Auto hooked me up on that. They did tell me that they wouldn't hang a mirror on it for like 3 days. Install the base and just let it hang out for like 3 days. So that's what we're going to do. We'll take you inside here in a minute, show you what a mess that the yahoos that owned this truck for me has made of the rear view mirror mount. And we're going to get the new base mounted, and then I'm going to pull this out, and well, I'm actually going to put it on lift. I want to look. I don't think steering as far one way as it is the other way, and I may have caused that because when I put the steering column back together, because I had it all apart, the steering wheel was like 180 degrees out, but you can't take the wheel off, turn it 180 degrees and put it back on, because there's the horn stuff won't allow you to do that. There's only one way that the contactor in the steering column for the horn, there's only one way it can go in. And so I don't know how the steering wheel got 180 degrees off, but I tried to adjust the linkage rod between the steering box and the knuckle to straighten the wheel, which I pretty much got the wheel straight, but I think now it's not turning. It turns farther one way than it does the other. So let's go inside. I'll show you what a mess that they've made on the windshield, and then I'll tell you how I'm going to do it. Probably not going to show you how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. So let's go inside. Before we do that, I wanted to show you something. I don't really like the mirrors that's on this truck. I have a hard time seeing what's behind me. So I went on LMC's website. Here's the part number. And got towing mirrors for this truck. It comes with instructions, or at least an exploded parts view. Comes with the new tripod mount, all chrome or stainless, I don't know which. I haven't stuck a magnet to it. Your hardware and your mirror head. Now I thought it was funny, these say they're made in Taiwan. The first thing I noticed was how light the mirror head is, because for the last 30 years or better, I have had this mirror in my toolbox. I use it practically every day. It is an old truck mirror. Oh. It's an old truck mirror. Okay, same size, but I bet this mirror head probably weighs close to 3 pounds, and if this one weighed a pound, I'd be shocked. Big difference, but I don't know, it's a bigger mirror. Probably end up putting spot mirrors down in the corners of them too, because those help a lot, or mount a spot mirror, like a 4-inch spot mirror, to the bracket if that's possible. So battery's about to die on the camera. Let me change that, take you inside, show you what I'm gonna do. Probably not gonna do these today, I just wanted to show you. I mean, LMC's great, you know, we can get them. I don't remember, I think they were less than $20 a piece for the whole thing, you know. So, I mean, cheap, is available. And is it as good as the original? No, but it should work just fine. Let me change this battery. I assume that you can see what a mess that is. I mean, they've got glue all the way down to here, got paint up there, So first thing I gotta do is scrape all that junk off the windshield, and then clean it with some alcohol and a nice brand new clean rag, and then follow these very small directions on the back of this adhesive box, and then I'll mount my new base on there. I did make a Sharpie mark on the outside of the windshield so that I wouldn't get confused about where the new one's going to go. And I ordered that rear view mirror from LMC also, and I ordered an extra base. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but this windshield's horrible down here, so I think the extra base was like $1.50 or something, because I know this windshield's going to get changed sometime. So so I got an extra base. I won't have to worry about trying to get my base off the windshield. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with that, and I'm not working on the outside mirrors today. I just want to get that stuck on there, and I may not even put the lift on the or I may not even put the truck on the lift today, because I do need to get the oil changed in my van today also. So yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning on that windshield. It seems like that's all I get done is cleaning up these yahoos mess. Everything they touched on this truck, they just ruined it. So let me get that cleaned up. Be right back. All right, I did end up putting it on the lift, and I ended up putting that suspension part back where it was at, because yeah, my steering wheel was more center, but couldn't turn very far one way. Here's the part. I took those bolts loose and spun this collar right here to make this longer, which straightened my steering wheel, but limited my steering. So that ain't no good. So I put it back where it was at. I must have done something wrong up there in the steering column. I'll have to take that apart again and see if I can straighten up the steering wheel. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Just a quickie. Just wanted to give you all an update. And consider yourself updated. I'm gonna try and start. I mean, I was doing pretty good for a while, posting to this channel, you know, once a week. So I want to get back to that. So we'll see how that works. A lot going on. That's gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.